guy up ahead keeps looking back. I think he's worried I'm gonna catch him, because I am. Have you ever found yourself out on a nice sunny day doing an outdoor activity and wondered what it might be like to do that same activity in the dark? Probably not. That would be stupid and dangerous. But that didn't stop Happy Trails Racing from creating a trail race where you could choose whether to run during the day or at night. The Rugged Raccoon offers distances of 5K, 10K, and 25K, and each of those distances gives you the option to run it in the daylight or in the darkness. I was looking at the 25K option, but I couldn't decide whether to run it during the day or at night. A few beers later, I found myself signed up for both. So, I made this video comparing the day race versus the night race. So if anyone is trying to decide, they can just watch this video. Or have a few beers. Or both. The race takes place in Wildwood Conservation Area near St. Mary's, Ontario. The 25K course basically does a loop around the lake with 4 aid stations about every 5K apart. The start times for the day races are 10 a.m. for the 5K, 11:30 a.m. for the 10K, and 2 p.m. for the 25K. The night 25K starts at 7 p.m., so really the first half of it is still in daylight and the second half of it is in the dark, depending on your pace. The 5K and 10K both start at 8:45 p.m., so those are completely in the dark. I rolled in for the 2 p.m. start with plenty of time to check in, get changed, say hi to some people, use the restrooms. Okay, so maybe I was pushing it. Hello, hiya. I'm checking in.
What, day or night?
Both.
Both.
Yep, I'm an idiot. I had a look at what the vendors were offering and wondered which clothes might make me faster. Maybe then I'd get to stand on one of these podiums. Or I need to find a race where the field is divided into different race times. Wait a minute. All checked in. Got my bibs for the day and the night race. Let's go get ready. Two minutes to start. Plenty of time. And nobody else is here. They're all at the start. Should probably go. Just after the start, there was a small section of roads, but we quickly headed off onto the trails. There were many muddy sections on the course, but any low-lying or marshy sections had boardwalks, so our feet pretty much stayed dry. How you doing?
Good, you can do it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Alright, I'm just past halfway. Not even sure, somewhere around, I guess 15K or so through the loop. Really nice trails so far. A little bit of mud here and there, but nothing you can't step around. Hills are kind of rolling, nothing too extreme. Very runnable course. Really enjoying it so far. As I ran past the last aid station, I suddenly realized I'd blown past all of the aid stations without even stopping. I'm okay. Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Hello. Thank you. Oh, no, I'm good.
Straight across the road, man.
Thank you. Thanks. I hadn't planned to skip the aid stations, but I never finished my bottle and I brought along a few gels, so I just never needed to stop. There's the finish. Just under 5K away. All right. With a few kilometers to go, I was feeling good, so I decided to pick up the pace a little. The guy up ahead keeps looking back. I think he's worried I'm gonna catch him, because I am. As I got closer to the finish, I just had a few short roads to go. But the dude I passed was nipping at my heels, so I had to keep my foot on the gas. Thank you, Jeff.
Good seeing you.
You too, man.
Your medal.
Thanks. Now I'm gonna rest up, have some food, and then come back and do another 25K in a few hours. But it turned out my rest would have to wait, as I had to head back to the start-finish area to address a race technicality that directly involved me. When I passed that guy near the finish, his name was Henry. Apparently we were battling for third place, which Henry knew, but I had no idea. So when Henry came cruising in for fourth place, that meant third place goes to...
Morgan, check.
The winners were each rewarded with a commemorative lantern and a bar of soap, in case we need to wash ourselves in the dark.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Just getting ready for the night race. It starts in 8 minutes. Time to go. I got a few blisters I had to take care of, so hopefully they don't bother me too much. I knew it was going to be muddy, so I'd rather put some nice comfy shoes on now and use my other shoes earlier. But in the dark, we're probably going to hit a lot more mud. We won't be able to avoid it as easily. We'll see how it goes. Race just started. I forgot my bib and had to run back. Here we go. Forgot my bib. Yep, I showed up at the starting line still wearing my bib from the day race. I had to run back to the car and swap it, so I started about 2 minutes after everyone else. No big deal. Okay, almost 10K into the night race. I'm sore. The uphills are killing me. Downhills I can still move really fast on. My quads are done going up hills for the day. It's gonna be a long 17K, whatever's left. During the night race, I was hungry, so I definitely stopped at aid stations this time to grab some food. Next was my favorite part of the race. The sun was getting low, so we'd get some awesome views for the next little while.
Scratch.
What the hell is Scratch? It sounded like an alcoholic drink. I was all excited there. I have a beer in the car.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Good job.
About 4K to go. It hurts. Mainly the uphills. Downhills are fine. Flats are not fun, but they're doable. Uphills, not so much. Anyway, almost there.
While I had no Henry to race to the finish with, there was a radar gun with a speed display coming up, so I was going to drop the hammer and see what kind of numbers I could pull. But instead, my calf cramped up.
Cramp. Damn it. Really?
Alrighty, let's just get this thing done.
Hey! Another one coming in. Right on. Good job.
Ben.
Have fun out there?
No.
No.
Well, that was painful. Second 25K, very sore. Last 5K kept cramping up in my calves, but got her done. If I ever do that again, I'll go slower on the first 25. So what were the main differences between the two races? The first thing I noticed was the number of people. There were way more people doing the night race than the day race, which I did not expect. To put it in perspective, my third place finishing time of 2 hours and 9 minutes would have been 20th place in the night race, so there were a lot more people there. So thanks to all of the faster runners who selected the night race instead of the day race. Another difference I noticed is during the night race, some of the course was a bit more chewed up and trampled. This was only during some of the muddy sections, so overall it didn't really have an impact, but you could notice the difference. Now the main difference was obviously the darkness. The night race started at 7 p.m. Sunset was just after 8:30, so really for the first hour and a bit you were still in the daylight. So you only ran the second half of the course roughly in the dark. Now the timing of this actually added an element of awesomeness. You got to start in the daylight, run through some beautiful sunsets over the lake, and then finish in the darkness. Now some technical courses really slow you down in the dark, but that wasn't the case here. There was a lot of smooth running, so running in the darkness didn't really affect your time. I did enjoy the night race more just because of the changing time of day. I actually really liked running both, and it was very good training. Running 25K hard, resting up, and then running another 25 on tired legs and in the dark, that was perfect training for me. This was actually training race 2 of 3 for me as I was getting ready for the Bighorn 100 mile. I'd done 50K at Heiner 2 weeks before this. 3 weeks later, it would be 50 miles at Sulphur Springs. 3 weeks later, followed by the Bighorn 100 in Wyoming, which was awesome. I'll do a video about that later. Well, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go have a few beers and sign up for some races for next year. Now get lost.